Welcome back. You're watching Big Deal, and let's take it straight to the Articles of Association. In-Govern report has highlighted the powers of the Articles of Associations which were used to remove Cyrus Mistry as a chairman of Tata Consultancy Services, and they claim that was bypassing the TCS board. Now, Mr. Subramanian, you have suggested that the board be given more rights. Do you think that the Articles of Association gives the Tata Group and the promoters overarching powers?
See, obviously, in this case, for historical reasons, Tata Sons had retained that power of nominating the chairman of the board with itself in the Articles of Association. That is unfair because the power should rest with all the shareholders in proportion to their collective shareholding. So yes, I mean, it existed in this Articles of Association and they have already exercised their powers. So in future, can it be different? Maybe there is a different way to look at it and give the power to the board of the operating company like it happens in any other company to elect the chairman of the board.
Right. So, M.R. Venkatesh, you are a corporate affairs expert, and of course, do you agree to the points of the Articles of Association and its power given to the promoters and the suggestions that have been made by In-Govern? And do you think that there was interference from the promoters, or did you think that Mistry had a free hand as the chairman of the group?
The core of it is that Mr. Mistry in his letter says, I was myself reduced to a lame duck chairman. Now, once he says he's a lame duck chairman and says so in explicit terms, he also goes about and says, I did professionalize and institutionalize the management in the Tata Group. Now, how could a lame duck chairman do institutionalize and professionalize the management of a particular set of enterprises that is working under him? This is on the substantive side, or on the subjective side. On the numbers side, he says that look at it. I have increased the net worth of the group from 30,000 crores to 45,000 crores. All that, remember, has happened when he was the lame duck chairman. When a lame duck chairman says I have increased the net worth from 30,000 to 45,000 crores and divorce of all the write-offs. In the next paragraph, he says that there is a potential write-offs or impairments aggregating to 118,000 crores. There seems to be a huge amount of confusion in the communication that are available in the public domain. Let me shift to the other side also. Look at what the Tatas are given a whole page advertisement in several leading dailies. Read it 3 times, you are confused 4 times over. You are not very clear what they are trying to say. Now, add up all these things that I can only surmise that people have not yet spoken the truth, and the truth is something far, far deeper, far, far hidden, and we are all speculating based on whatever we are getting as driblets of information. We are not getting the truth.
Mr. Subramanian, what is your reading on the ouster of Cyrus Mistry as the chairman, and and how do you read into the corporate governance issues that have been raised by Cyrus Mistry's camp?
These performance measures or metrics used were already known to shareholders. None of the incidences or none of the metrics used were not known to shareholders. And so, what is the reason why such an action was merited so abruptly without any warning when the nominations and remunerations committees of each of the companies have backed Mr. Cyrus Mistry's performance? 1, 2 is, and the independent directors of some of these companies have backed Mr. Cyrus Mistry on his and repose their confidence in them.
Letters that have been written from both the sides. One, of course, was Cyrus Mistry claiming and defending his performance, also highlighting the legacy hotspots and the various flawed international strategies of the group. And on the other hand, the way Tata Group had in a letter said that they will not go into public spat, but they do really maintain that poor performance was the big reason why Cyrus Mistry was ousted. What do you make of the entire conversation, the dialogue which has happened in the public space?
Okay,
this is something very interesting, because all the guests have also mentioned this full page statement which has come out from Tata Sons. I was just looking at it and I was just kind of analyzing this. I came across something very interesting. I can read it out to you. It will just take about 30 seconds. A particular paragraph says, insiders in Bombay House who have been with the group for many years silently and helplessly watching the conscious departure from old and proven structures. Okay? If I just notice the language used here, insiders who've been with the group for many years watched silently and helplessly. Now please remember, Mr. Mistry has been in control for only about 4 years. And during these 4 years, some of the insiders have watched helplessly. That means he wasn't really assured of full cooperation. There was something that was holding them back. That is my point here.
All right, we'll take that point, Professor Sangwan, and we'll come back to you for more, but it's time for a short break on the show, but we will come back on the other side and look for remedies for averting such future conflicts and what can be the way forward in this conflict as well. Stay tuned to Big Deal.